In last week's episode of the Epic Family Road Trip, we headed out on an epic Vancouver Island adventure with a few local YouTubers. Casey from the channel Casey250, Sean from The Story Till Now, Eli of LOKI Entertainment, and Chad from Wet Coast Overland, who was also our trail guide.
Welcome to another episode of the Epic Family Road Trip.
In true Vancouver Island style, the trip was very wet and muddy with swelling streams and waterfalls all around us. Ahead was a river that can usually be crossed in the summertime when the river is lower. But now, after the recent heavy winter rain, it was high and moving fast. Sean took his Gladiator to test the depth and force of the water to see if it would be possible to cross.
I won't be able to come back, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to end up down there. So I don't know.
Eli walked through
How much was that pushing me? Because
it was pushing.
it's pretty deep, man. I started backing up and I was like, oh man, I don't know about this. It's not that deep, but that's a lot of current. Once I got in there, it was like I think I was floating a bit.
All right, so we're here by the river, and Sean nosed in just to see how deep it is and to kind of get a feel for how heavy the flow is, and it's flowing pretty hard. We've had a lot of rain lately, and so we're gonna walk up and check out another crossing and see if that's a little better. But right now this one's kind of iffy, and the vehicles without snorkels, I don't think it would be a go, but we have a couple Jeeps with snorkels, and we may come back and try this spot, but for now, let's go check the other one and see what it's like. So there's this small crossing here, and there's only room for 2 Jeeps in there, so Casey's gonna back up and we're gonna get a ride across this river, and then we can get in and take a look at the waterfall. That's what we came here for. We can hop on the bumper maybe. Yeah. Yeah, so the assessment from the other side, is it not much better?
No, I mean, we can get out to the outcrop basically, but then we'll be right in front of the waterfall. But I don't think we're going across the entire river today.
Yeah, I don't. Like, I'm fairly confident that I can do it if I just pin it, but I don't think it's worth the risk because we're not all going to be able to go.
Yeah, and we got to come back. Like, if it was to get to somewhere where we could keep going.
Yeah, you got to do it a second time.
Yeah, I think we've had so much rainfall lately. Yeah.
All right, Chad's not only our guide, but he comes with Tim's on the trail. Donuts to go, look at that. I think I'll have that one. Is that all right?
Whatever you'd like, sir.
They're so delicious too.
How are they?
Wonderful. Tastes like my childhood. Very good. And my adulthood.
Which one? So good.
The maple?
Yes.
Oh.
Just making some quick sandwiches before hitting the trail again. It has been wet but beautiful. It's been gorgeous scenery. A lot of fun traveling with these guys. They sure know their way around. We're learning a lot and exploring Vancouver Island, which is epic.
Before heading down the next trail, we air down the tires a bit more.
Alright, we found they led us to a gorgeous camp spot right here by the lake. We're probably not going to stay here tonight. There's not enough room for 4 or 5 camps, but man, you could set up 2 or 3 here and check this place out. We've got lots of level spots out here to camp, and then it looks like a little washroom back in the bush there. So we're pretty high up in the mountains. And we could get snow up here and this time of year, so we're thinking of driving down the other side of the mountain and find another spot, but I'm definitely going to mark this one. Big trees here. Look at that. It looks like they've been cutting down older kind of dead trees. Only on the west coast. It's unbelievable. I've never seen trees that big. Look at that.
The valley is like one of the last pristine valleys around. That's been kind of left untouched.
Hundreds of years old. Huh?
Yeah.
One of the largest streets.
So this is a beautiful spot, but not enough room for all the Jeeps, so we're gonna just carry on up the trail a little bit, kind of head up that way. We found a spot here in the old growth rainforest. Absolutely beautiful around here. We're just gonna get quickly set up because it's still raining, and then we'll make some food. This should be a wonderful place to camp. There's a lake and another waterfall, so we'll do some hiking around and we'll take you with us. Wow. Looks like Sean back into a hole or over the edge. Gotta go see how Sean's doing over there. Sean was backing in over there, and all of a sudden his truck tipped up like that, so we're gonna go see what happened, but it looks like he fell in a sinkhole or something.
Like this all, like this.
That's like just trying to level out, and then all of a sudden I sunk right into the ground.
No way. That's nuts.
That's a soft spot.
Yeah, it goes like
It goes under.
way
yeah.
under too.
Well, I guess I'm not.
We need a flashlight.
That goes way down. Might be a big bear cave.
Hey guys, so we just enjoyed an epic trail day through mud, puddles, rivers, and streams, and it's been so much fun. Right now the guys are there making a cozy fire for tonight, and I'm going to be making a warm chili to warm up everyone. We're all a little bit chilled and damp and wet, so I'm just going to do with a pulled pork with some beans and some veggies, something light and simple to get going in the kids' tummies fast.
Man, I can't wait for that to be done. It's gonna be nice to have some hot chili. It is wet, crazy wet. We hardly got a fire going and we had to use some diesel and it didn't even light at all, hardly helped, but looks like they're getting it going now up there. And oh, this will warm us up pretty good.
Thank you, that looks delicious. You can see and smell that it's delicious. It's cold and rainy and damp. We've had a lot of fun on the trail today. No better way to end the day than with a delicious meal. And so we are gonna sit around the fire tonight a little bit out of the rain as much as we can, and then get a good night's sleep and get back on the trail. And so Casey and Sean and Eli and Chad, thanks guys, it was so much fun wheeling with you guys today here. Chad for showing us all these trails and epic camp spots. You live in a beautiful place. This is Chad's backyard and he's been camping in these areas his whole life, so thank you for showing us around. Like I said earlier today, BC has blown our mind this year, just seeing how much beauty is here, how much wild country to explore, and there's a lot more to explore, and we're going to take you guys with us every step of the way. First, chili. Whew. Oh wow, that is so good.
Some fire starter.
Some dry stuff.
No, it was dry like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get wet out there.
By the time I put the paper or the wood around the paper, it was already soaked.
All right, we're heading out to get firewood to keep warm tonight while we're sitting around the fire. And Casey's out here with his electric chainsaw cutting up some dead wood that was laying here. So we're gonna haul in a few more logs and then we should be warm and toasty for the next couple hours.
Should be good.
Yeah, it's a lot of wood, yeah.
Got a little firewood.
Those last couple, we got 3 big pieces there, plus these 4. We
Yeah, that should be lots.
Plenty.
I'm a little dry, pretty dry. It's good.
Good morning. Another wonderful sleep. super quiet out here in the old growth forest. And just like everywhere on the island, there's waterfalls everywhere. We can hear one in the forest here. It lulled me to sleep, and it's a beautiful sound to wake up to. So we're gonna make some coffee, and there's also a lake down here. We got in here just as it was the sun was starting to go down, so we just had time to get our tent set up, our camp set up, and make some dinner. And it was raining really hard all day yesterday and last night, but it looks a lot better now. So we have, I think, a bit of time to show you around, and then we're gonna hit the trail. Alright, sounds like Lando wants to get up.
Hi, good morning. Hi, Lando. Hi. Hi. You slept in your jacket. You that tired?
John from the Story Till Now YouTube channel, he's parked right over there. And there's Casey from his YouTube channel, Casey250, and his rooftop tent and all that is delayed, but has been ordered, and I think he's looking forward to that because he's probably done with ground tenting now. And then up in the forest there, Sean set up a rain tent, which was really nice last night. We had a fire. And then here's our camp spot, nestled amongst these huge original growth trees. Look at that, the sun coming through the trees after a couple of days of heavy, heavy rain. That is a sight to behold. Hey guys, I'm gonna introduce you to another of our new friends. You met Sean yesterday. This is Casey.
Good morning, guys.
Casey.
I'm Casey. My channel is Casey250, and this is my 2020 Eco Diesel Jeep Wrangler, which has been a whole lot of fun. Taken it all over British Columbia over the last 8 months since I bought it, and we're slowly trying to outfit it for a little bit better camping and overlanding, because right now we've got a summer tent under a heavy-duty tarp, which is okay, but we want to get something a little better.
You able to stay dry last night?
Yeah, it was inside the tent was fine. I've got a little pool on the back side of my setup here, but nothing came in the tent. A little bit of moisture just because it's so cold, but I stayed dry. My new sleeping bag was awesome, and definitely improving my camping situation, which being cold and wet are two things that have really pulled me away from wanting to camp. So the more of that I can improve, the better, I think. So.
Yeah. So you also have a YouTube channel here on the island?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm based out of Victoria on Vancouver Island, and I go back and forth on the ferry to visit Sean and explore the rest of British Columbia. And you can check out my channel, Casey250. I'm also on Instagram as well, and I upload new videos every week. Trying to do more camping and overlanding, but I do a lot of parts installs and reviews and how-tos and guides and just general thoughts of jeeping and off-roading and overlanding.
That's very Yeah, a lot of good information, I'm sure, in there.
Yeah, I like to have a bit of mix of everything. I like to talk about parts and gear a lot, and get out and test it and see how it goes.
So if you are a Jeep enthusiast or a overlanding, camping enthusiast, or you just enjoy exploring the wilderness, you know, on YouTube, then you got to check out KC250 YouTube and Instagram. You're gonna love it.
Thanks so much.
Right,
had a great weekend.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun.
Don't forget your coffee.
No way am I forgetting that. Where else other than beautiful British Columbia can you just wake up in the morning to a place like this, have your coffee, overlooking something as scenic as that waterfall through the rainforest? It's I have to tell you, this place is magical, absolutely magical. I want to show you, we were in here last night. This is a Coleman instant canopy 10 by 10. It's just a simple setup, but man, that sure came in handy when it was pouring rain.
It was awesome, and kept the heat in. The fire reflectors really helped with the nice fire that we had going last night. It was great.
Check out that double reflector setup.
that was awesome.
It just created such a cozy atmosphere in here.
This is the best living room that I've been in, where you're sitting around, you know, not a TV, but this beautiful campfire with the fire reflectors and then the forest. It was pretty awesome last night.
It took a while for the fire to get going, but once it did, man.
Yeah, it was hot.
And then I went to bed early, and you and the boys stayed up till...
Yeah, we had some good conversations. It was a great night, just hanging out around the fire, just talking about all kinds of things.
That's awesome.
Enjoyed ourselves.
Love it. We might get ourselves one of these.
Yeah, it's pretty... I mean, this is Sean. It takes up a lot of space.
That's the only challenge,
It's handy, right?
Yeah, we might not have the space for it, so... Yeah. But we could do something similar with our side awning. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what when I get the roof rack, I want to put an awning on it so that I can have sort of like this space without taking up space in the vehicle. Because I'm kind of at the same issue. Like, I'm not living out it, but space is definitely at a premium when I go out. And
right.
If I start taking my daughter, then it's even more.
Even more so. You got to pack more gear and so on. Yeah. So we removed this round pit. You'll find these pits at a lot of wreck sites or camp spots. What we don't like about them is that they kind of hold the heat in. You almost have to stand right up over the fire to get any kind of heat whatsoever. So we removed it, had an open fire, which we'll clean up of course before we leave, and then put the fire reflectors around it, and that creates a whole different experience. I mean, it just shot the heat right back at where we're sitting, and yeah, so anyway, another use for the another way to use the fire reflectors right there. You can put two of them together and have a bigger space. Might as well give a sinkhole update. Showed you last night that sinkhole's getting a little bigger. I don't think it is a bear den, otherwise I think the bear might have popped his head out, but I don't know.
That would have been an awkward situation.
That would have been I mean, he's always welcome by the fire, but that's kind of a...
On the other side of the reflector.
Lando, you getting some adjustments on your jacket? You getting some jacket adjustments going on? Oh boy.
Wow, Mom. Thank you so much.
What's on the menu?
Eggnog French toast. It's amazing. Wow. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. You're bacon. Oh yeah, you were supposed to get bacon.
Thank you.
You're funny, Tanto.
It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, epic.
Look at this wood though.
Wow,
It smells good.
huge.
I'm just going to show you a bit more of the trees here. It's rare, unfortunately, but you know that you find old growth forest that's never been logged, and thankfully this stuff is all protected here. But I'll stay in the shot just to give it perspective. But I mean, these things have been around forever. A fellow yesterday, Chad, who was with us yesterday, he estimated some of these trees are 500 years old or older, and they're just beautiful, beautiful living things. And I don't know if you're as impressed as I am, but I cannot get enough. Look at that. A couple of huge old growth cedars. Now, the fact that that perfectly straight tree is still standing is unbelievable, because they're worth so much money to the loggers. I mean, a tree like that is, I don't know that much about logging, but I do know it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. So they're usually picked out of the woods, but I'm so thankful for this huge grove. And I don't know how big this area is, but we drove in, and we'll show you on the way out. It's not a small grove, it's quite large, and there's thousands and thousands of trees here, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we've had breakfast, we're all packed up, and we are gonna go hit the trails. We're gonna take you with us.
We were absolutely blown away by the breathtaking scenery all around us on this trail, and we were lucky to have a day without rain to fully enjoy the beauty of the view.
Logging road, and we're moving along at a pretty good pace, so I've dropped back a little bit. I don't want to pick up a stone chip on the windshield, but we are going through such a gorgeous area. I'm trying not to get whiplash looking over at all the water waterfalls and the misty mountains and the huge trees, and we've been following a gorgeous lake. I just flagged this spot on Gaia. We are not that far from Port Alberni, so we came in this way, went all through, and now we're coming back. And it looks like a couple of logging roads, and then we can get back on the highway. And there's Port Alberni, so if you're in this area, this is a great camping spot. In fact, if we don't use it tonight, we're gonna come back here. So I flagged these potentials, you know, as we're going along. If you find a spot like this, you're in the trees, you've got a river right behind you, and lots of level space here to set up camp. So these are the places we're always looking for, and we've got another one to fall back on anytime we're in this area.
Big truck. Uh-oh, move over, Pete, all the way.
To show you what's down here. So we followed a lake, and then the river empties into the lake, and this is kind of where it joins to the saltwater inlet.
Exactly, yeah.
So you can take this east all the way to Port Alberni, and you can take it west all the way to Ukula.
Or Japan.
Or Japan if you really want to keep going. So Chad hooked us up with, we'll need a bigger boat.
Gladiator.
We're gonna need bigger tires, right?
That's right.
But you have to hit it with some diesel.
Yeah.
So Chad hooked us up with some halibut, which he caught about 5 miles off. So he can take his boat all the way from Port Alberni out to the open water. And we can't wait to get into that halibut. Ooh, that's going to be a meal.
Lucky.
Yeah, I know. That is delicious.
Yeah, halibut is it's common out here, but you go other places and it's like a premium.
It is.
White
Something fishy about that.
Yeah, this is kind of a cool little lookout here.
This is gorgeous.
All right, we're full up with trash. It's actually not been bad. I mean, there's some people camp and leave their trash, but in general, BC's been pretty clean. We use this Canadian made by Northbound Expeditions, or New Brunswick Expeditions they used to be called. They're out of New Brunswick. Good solid bag. We drop it down low so that our brake light is visible from behind. Typically you'd probably have that up a bit higher, but since we have our brake light right here, we just drop it down. It does a good job. So we're just airing up the tires before getting back on the pavement road here. We had a blast with these guys. Saw all kinds of trails that we probably wouldn't have found. Just want to say thanks to Chad and Eli for coming along on the first day. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy this video. We sure enjoyed making it.
Yeah, that's the speed plate. So now you can just wait till it's done airing up. Wow. Doesn't shut off, but you can watch it on the gauge and all 4 tires at the same PSI. I can go do other stuff.
All right, guys, it's been a blast.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing us around. We really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A lot of amazing scenery here on the island, and driving around with Casey and Sean just opened up some more trails that we've marked for you. So I hope you get out here someday and have a lot of fun. So guys, once again, thank you very much for taking us
Thanks
around.
for having
I appreciate
us.
it. Make sure you follow their YouTube channel, KC250, and the Storytell Now. You won't regret it.
And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.